while you're reviewing the nursing home records, you realize there's this large 400-page section of just computer printout, 35 to 40 pages, duplicated over and over and over again. Do you really need to read them? It's the same thing, isn't it? I'm Saul Gruber from Gruber Trial Consulting, and we help lawyers all over the country review their records to determine if a case exists and what to do next. The form I'm talking about, as most nursing home lawyers will know, are the MDS, or the minimum data set. They are the forms that have to be prepared by the nursing home and electronically sent to CMS, the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare, and that's really all for billing and to be reimbursed certain sums of money. A lot of people start to get their eyes glazed over when they're looking in these documents. Why? Because they have to be completed within 15 days of admission, then 30 days, then 45 days, then 60 days, then sometimes 90 days. We then have an annual form that has to be completed, and then any type of significant change of condition, along with any time the resident has to go out and come back into the nursing home. Well, you start to look at these same type of forms over and over again, and you really stop looking. You don't want to stop looking. Why? These are sworn and signed to the government saying, this is how on day one, a snapshot of this person. Wait a minute, you say. That's not just a form. That tells us what the nurses think on that date is going on with that resident. Aha, you're right. So let's say you have an MDS form that's dated January 15th. What that says is, for the last 7 days, here are all the things that we see happening with this resident. What's important about that? It includes everything. It includes nutrition. It includes behavioral issues. It includes pressure wounds. It includes activities of daily living. It includes mobility. It includes diagnosis, and if they're going to die soon. It includes everything, all the care given. So if you compare that MDS form to the other chart, the admission assessment, the wound care records, and you begin to see differences, now you've got them. Now we're looking at what may be a fraudulent charting case. Or you're looking at what may be just people not paying attention and general laziness, which goes to everything in your case. But there's more, because they're continuing to be done. And remember, what happens in a nursing home normally doesn't happen on day X. It happens the entire time they're there, leading up to day X, right? When a person falls, it's not just about that fall. It's about all their conditions they had, how they were getting worse, and the nursing home simply ignored that and didn't change the care plan leading up to the day of the fall. So now you've got the MDS, and you can start comparing very easily. Well, on day 1 and on day 60, her fall risk score went up, or went down would be for pressure ulcers. She now needs a 2-person assist before she was just minimal assist. You start to see the change, and then you compare that to the care plan that's not changed. You build your case through the MDS, and you prove inconsistencies through the MDS. And the last thing I want to talk about the MDS in this way is it drives the care plan. That's in the regulations, and it makes sense. Annually, there's a CAA issued, another computer printout from the MDS, that shows all the places where that resident was at risk and whether they're being care planned or not. You look at that form, you compare it to the care plan, and you see what did they do, and more importantly, what didn't they know? What didn't they do? And again, what they knew and what didn't they know? So I know your eyes are glazing over, but that MDS has so much information that is so important in your case. So read it, read the RAI manuals, read the regs, understand what the MDS is. Then when you take the MDS coordinator's deposition, you'll make your case. Again, This is Saul Gruber from Gruber Trial Consulting. If you like this video, please hit subscribe at the bottom of the screen so you can get alerted to all of our videos when they're posted. That includes our trial tip video, our art of persuasion video, and of course, look for our podcast, The Jury Thinks What, on all places you get podcasts on the Lawyer Minds ecosystem. And if you have a question, if you have a problem, email, call me. I'm here to help. Thanks.